Hey guys, it's me Sanskriti, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play C# major scale using your right hand. So this scale has 7 sharps. Throughout the videos we've been increasing the number of sharps for each scale. So when we first started off with C major, there were 0 sharps, and then as we kept going on, G major has 1, D major has 2, A major has 3, E major has 4, B major has 5, and then F sharp has 6, and now we're finally on C sharp, which has 7 sharps. But there's only 5 black keys. So what does that mean? That means there's one more secret sharp in disguise, and that sharp is B sharp. So you can see this is on a white key called C, but it technically has 2 names. The other name is a B sharp because it's right above the B. There's no notes in between, so we can also call this a B sharp. So this key is B sharp or C, and in this key signature for C sharp major, we call it, its name in this scale is B sharp. So our 2 secret sharps are E sharp and B sharp, and then we have the rest 5 of our black keys, and then finally the last note, which is C sharp. So first I'm going to play the scale for you to show you what it looks like. So that was C sharp major scale. Now I'll tell you the fingerings. So when we put our first 2 notes, we put our second finger and our third finger. And this kind of aligns nicely because it's our, these are our middle fingers, middle group of fingers. So you do the first 2 on a group of 2 black keys. And then right after that, we cross over with our first finger or thumb underneath to play the E sharp. And then it's nice because our group of middle 3 fingers, they align with the group of 3 black keys. So F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp, which is played with 2, 3, and 4. And then we cross our first finger underneath to play the B sharp. And then we had to move our hand over, and then we finally end on C sharp, which is played with second finger. And then coming back down, that's C sharp with our second finger, and then B sharp with our first finger, and then we cross over our entire hand. We cross over our 4th finger to play the A sharp, and then our other 2 fingers align with this group of 3. So we have G sharp and F sharp played by 3 and 2, and then we play E sharp using our thumb, first finger, and then we cross our 3rd finger over to play D sharp, and then we end with C sharp. So as you're going up the scale, it might be hard for you to tell, do I play the E or do I play the E sharp or F? So in this case, we had to play the E sharp. And how do you know this? Well, first of all, you're going to be able to tell that it sounds wrong. That sounds sad. But we wanted to sound like a major scale, which is played with an E sharp. And the next note is an F sharp. So remember in the previous videos, I talked about the 3rd and 4th keys of every major scale being right next to each other. So if we were to play this E as a 3rd note, then our next note would be an F sharp, and then there would be a key in between. And there should not be a key in between. So that tells us that our 3rd note needed to be E sharp, so that when our next note is F sharp, there are no notes in between. So as we play C sharp, D sharp, we play E sharp, and then F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then we again cross our first finger underneath. So how do I know if I should play B or B sharp? Well, first of all, it's going to sound wrong. And then second of all, we need to cross our second finger on top to play C sharp, and the second to last note and last note. So note number 7 and note number 8 need to be right next to each other, just like the third and fourth notes. So there should be no notes in between. So that's how I know that instead of playing B, I need to play B sharp or C, and then we end with C sharp, which is played with the second finger. And then coming back down, C sharp, the key right next to it is B sharp, and then we cross over our fourth finger on top to play A sharp, and then G sharp, F sharp, and then our third and fourth notes are right next to each other, so we have to play an E sharp next, and then we cross over with our third finger playing D sharp, and then finally C sharp with our second finger. So now I'm going to play the scale one last time, and I'm going to say the finger number and the note name. So C sharp 2, D sharp 3, E sharp 1, F sharp 2, G sharp 3, A sharp 4, B sharp 1, and C sharp 2. Coming back down, that's C sharp 2, B sharp 1, A sharp 3, A sharp 4, G sharp 3, F sharp 2, E sharp 1, and then D sharp 3, and finally C sharp 2. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.